No, I just want to say something. I think, did you guys hear any of the last minute real quick? Someone said we were muted.
Oh.
Okay, well, let's start over. That was all dry run. That's what we just want to see if you were paying attention.
Yeah, I looked over and I saw, I think I could see you guys trying to talk, but I didn't hear anything.
So you didn't hear me?
Okay, so we'll start over. He didn't hear
That
you.
was me. That was me messaging.
Very well. No worries. That helps. We let a few more people get in. So
you didn't hear me?
didn't hear anything.
No.
Okay, we're gonna take it right
Not
back
at
from the top. Thanks. I was texting the staff and said, "Can we see the chat?" And so that's how we learn you're muted. So let me just take it right back from the top. We want to take this opportunity to welcome you all to our second annual client appreciation event. There are approximately 35 to 38,000 realtors at any given time in the city of Houston. So we pride ourselves on being the best and try to figure out what we can do to set ourselves apart from the masses. So one of the things that we do is this event. We love to, as often as possible, love on our clients and give back. And this is just one of the main ways we do it. We're looking as soon as it's safe and healthy to do so, maybe potentially bringing you another in-person event. We still have a relationship with the Wildcat Golf Course. I know a lot of you guys were out there with us, celebrated this same weekend. This is our annual event. And for the most part, we'll be targeting the fourth Saturday in February to bring these events to you. So we still have that relationship in place. And when it is safe to do so, we'll be looking forward to meeting with you guys again in person. Stylianos and I made a decision early on to have the most impact and to not put people at risk or to not have to make a tough decision as to whether or not to attend. As uncomfortable as it is for us to be in front of this camera, we thought it was best for you. So we're always, that's just a sign of the way we do business. We're always going to do what's best for you, the client. So with that being said, we're welcoming you today to our second annual event. We do have a very detailed program that I think you're going to appreciate. The program consists of just some banter with us. We do have an educational component to the program, and we have an entertainment component as well. We're also going to have an opportunity to hear from a couple of our partners. We like to call them partners as opposed to anything else. The folks without our valued partners that choose to do business with us, and we have some of the best partners in the industry. And we're very proud of that. So you're going to get a chance to hear from some of our vendor partners and so forth. We'll also have some prizes. I think that's one thing I'm going to come back on in just a little bit once we have a full house and explain the prize scenario and everything today. But first and foremost, just from the bottom of my hearts, we wanted to both welcome you all for taking this time out of your schedule. And thank you for being our client. So I'll let Stylianos say just a few minutes as well, and then we'll jump right into our program.
Same thing for me. On behalf of myself and Dwight, I want to welcome everybody to our second client appreciation event. This event is very important to me. We kind of, put it together for the last, think about it all year, but we kind of start working about four months ago to make that event be better. It's only our second, so we just strive to be better every year and make it better for you. And again, this is an event that's tailored to you. It's a way of us saying thank you. We don't get to see you every day. There's some of you haven't seen a whole year due to COVID, due to a lot of things that have been happening. And this is like an event I really like. I'm looking forward throughout the year. Hope all your families are good. I know last year was tough for everybody. We had a president freeze not too long ago, so hope we didn't have to go through any broken pipes, any water leaks, and all that stuff. But if you do, we got insurance agents right behind us to help you out with anything you need. But hopefully you don't have to. We have lenders today. We have they can talk appraisers, home inspectors, and a comedian today. And then you have us. So I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good company today. And then I want to thank our partners and sponsors. Again, we try to partner with the best in the industry, like Dwight said, because when you hire us, there is so much behind us, and we cannot have done it or we cannot do it if we don't have the right people to give you the right service, the right people to be there when you need them. So we spend a lot of time picking up who our partners are, and it's just, and this is why we do what we do. And I personally want to thank you again one more time. I mentioned that when we were muted and nobody could hear us, but 23 years in the hospitality industry, I was able to let that go and the end of August, and that's because of you. That's because of your trust in me, uh, the business you've given me, and they really. I mean, I'm kind of speechless. I never thought I would be able to sit here today and just do real estate. Uh, Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Stilianos. Yeah, we definitely here at Keller Williams, we support each other, we pour into each other, we mastermind daily just to be at our absolute best when we come before you. So
the partners that we have, you want to name them real
yeah,
quick?
go ahead and name the partners.
Leverage Financial, MCAP Mortgage, Farmers Insurance, Barn Home Inspections, Reliant NRG, and Goosehead Insurance.
Perfect.
Just to name a few.
Just to name a couple. Yeah, we definitely have some more. Mr. Charles Stubbs is supporting us at Kingdom Builders, Kingdom and Movers, a couple others, but they're all committed to giving you absolute best service, and they don't stay on our team if they don't work as hard or harder than we do.
But those in particular, they've actually sponsored our event too, so we're really grateful to them.
Awesome. So right now we're going to jump into a little bit of introductions about what this format looks like today. I think Stilianos might have let some of the cat out of the bag, but that's fine. That's fine. The big thing we do, like I said, it's absolutely about pouring back into you. But from a standpoint of transparency, it's also benefits us. It's people like you that share your referrals with us. And if you've gotten emails or text over the last probably 5 weeks, we probably just beat you over the head in terms of referral, et cetera, because that's important. That is important. That's how you build a big business. When you can have 70-80% of your business come from referrals, it's a lot easier that way. You're not starting over every single time with selling yourself. If you trust us, then we would want people that you know and trust to partner with us as well. It just works better that way. So for today's program, we will have an educational component. We have a gentleman coming online a little later on today from O'Connor and Associates. I know I've had some questions from some of you on the chat about protesting taxes and things along those lines. So we have a professional coming on with regard to that. So, and just a quick aside note, the chat is live and active. That's even though it's an interactive program, we're constantly monitoring that. So if we miss something or if we touch on something you'd like us to dive a little deeper on, put it in the chat. We may have to address it at the very end of the program, but every chat will get addressed. So that's the best way to communicate with us. Or if something in terms of the gaming or in terms of the prizing is not clear, if you'll communicate with us through the chat, that's going to be best. So the first thing that we're going to do before too terribly long in the program, we have a virtual bingo. I know it sounds a little silly, but I've done it and it's a ton of fun. So here in just a moment, a link will pop up in the chat. Need everyone from your device to click that link to claim your bingo card. So it's a bingo card. There should be terms on it that are all, for the most part, are real estate related. Some of them you'll know, some of them you won't, but it's a real game. We're going to do 4 rounds of virtual bingo, and the prizes for the bingo winners are gift cards. They're $25 each, and that's believe it or not, that's the very low end of our prizes. We have some awesome prizes today. So if you will start with the bingo, we're not going to start the prizes just yet, but if anyone struggles with that, let us know so we can make sure that once that event goes live, everyone is participating. You'll want to participate. It's only $25 per entry, but it is super fun. So claim your bingo cards right now. And if you have any challenges with that, if you can't get that to work, let us know and we'll try to offer you some individual assistance offline with that. So the other thing with regard to the prizes, we have prizes ranging from the $25 gift cards up to, most of you know, the grand prize is a $1,000 Lowe's gift card.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes, please.
He has all the referrals to win to give away to his clients $1,000. I have one, so I need my people to get going a little bit here.
I think he's saying my clients are better than his clients, but that's not exactly what I heard. But so that particular that particular event, we put a stipulation on it, and we have, I think, 3 folks that have qualified for that already. But just in general, so by virtue of being on the Zoom, you're going to be entered into the rest of the prize. I think we have 15 other cash and award type prizes, and they're all
Hotel
quality.
stays. We
Yeah,
got
give us
a-
the list of the
Yeah,
prizes.
so we have four $25 gift cards, four $50 gift cards, $200 gift cards. We have autographed basketball from about half the Rockets team.
The current Rockets roster, about half the team has signed the ball as late as today.
Sorry, Harden is not one of them, but and then we have a hotel stay at the downtown hotel worth $300 for a one-night stay, valet parking, and breakfast for two. What else we have? We have $1,000.
Couple iPads.
Couple iPads. We have the 32 gigabyte.
Yeah,
eighth generation.
Yeah, they're
iPad.
both the latest iPads, 8th generation iPad. One has 32 gig capacity, and the other one has a 128.
And then we have a flat screen TV.
Flat, large screen TV we're giving away.
60-inch Samsung TV. Yeah.
60-inch smart TV by Samsung. So pretty great prizes just for tuning in for 90 minutes, I think. But that's the key. If you don't understand, so the one link that is showing now is for the bingo. Is that correct?
First link is bingo, second link is the referral.
And the second link is where you would drop referrals. So
We got another hour for referrals.
we have at least 60 minutes. So let me explain one other thing about the referrals that I think is important that we may have not done a good job on in the past. When I ask most people for referrals, they think I'm looking for someone that's looking to buy a house in the next 2 to 3 months or sell a house in the next 2 to 3 months. We love those referrals. That's what we call warm referrals or hot referrals. But from this seat, we're looking for all types of referrals. So to make it very easy for you, here are the things that qualify as bona fide referrals. And before I forget, you do need to be on the Zoom to win. So for it to be a bona fide referral, we're looking for someone that may be considering a real estate transaction in the next 24 months or less. So that's a big deal. That's not the next 2 months, the next 24 months. Also, we would qualify it as a bona fide referral. They do not have to be Houston or Pearland. Keller Williams is the largest real estate company in the world by agent count, by agent volume, and in terms of territory. So literally, we can help your friends, family, neighbors, associates anywhere in the world. So a bona fide referral would be someone that's looking to do a real estate transaction, buy, sell, invest, or lease in the next 24 months anywhere in the world. So I know you know at least one person that can do that. Yes, you can refer yourself. If you're on this call, you're probably a client already of one of us, whoever asked that question. But yes, absolutely. If you're ready to buy, if you're ready to buy something, if you're referring yourself, you probably need to be ready to buy in the next 90 days. How about that? But if you're ready to buy in the next 90 days, drop yourself in the referral link and put an asterisk by it that says you're ready to buy something today.
He is. That's why he's asking.
Okay, well, then that counts. That counts. So that's the thing. But in all seriousness, guys, like I said, we would be less than transparent if we told you it wasn't about us loving on you and you loving on us. And the way we love on you is to give you prizes and value and resources. The way you love on us is to give us referrals. So those will be coming in real time. And before we start to do any raffles, we'll show you exactly how it works. So if you and your spouse are on, that's one entry for being on the call. If you give us 2 referrals, then that's 2 more entries. So in the main drawings, in that example, you'd end up with 3 opportunities shuffled around this large spinning wheel, and you'll see it. We'll bring it up live in real time. If you're in the mega drawing, for lack of a better word, it's the same concept, so that you're going to have a minimum of 5 opportunities that's the rule. But if you gave us 7 people, your name's going to go on the spinning wheel 7 times. So at present, we have 3 people that are qualified for the $1,000 drawing. So, okay, so is that a real bingo word? Okay. All right. Is anybody, before we move forward, raise your hand using the Zoom feature, or say something in the app if you have struggled to get your bingo card, if you need some help with that, because we will assume it's working at this point. Very well. The first word is on the board. It's urban. So without further ado, we want to get into the main part of the program and start to introduce our partners. So we're going to have our partners speak to you just a few moments. The first partner I'd like to introduce is Mr. Anthony Chambers with Goosehead Insurance. Anthony, I know you're in Zoom land out supporting your son in his baseball tournament, but if you would, go ahead and unmute yourself, and you have
Yeah.
5 minutes or so to address many of your current and future clients.
All right. Can everybody hear me?
Nod your head if you can hear Anthony.
Yep.
Okay, good. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for making the event online. I'm sorry I couldn't be in a more traditional setting. I'm over here at my son's baseball game down in Texas City. I heard you mention Dwight. You got one of the sponsors, Kingdom Movers. Yeah, man, they moved me, and I definitely put them to work. But no, again, just thank you to, I see Cleon's on, I see a lot of the clients that, I've been able to be blessed with to write their policies. But if, anybody, I know one of the biggest things here last week was the freeze. I can't talk more about it. I've talked to so many clients just about what to do, to the point to where I actually went online and posted, step by step, what should be done. I saw it shared about 200 times. But for anybody that still has questions about what to do in those type of scenarios, and I hate that we got to the point, to where it was one of those, once you get, caught, in the middle of, whatever the situation is, trying to figure it out. But so for any client on here, my client, anybody's client, if they just have questions about, any type of scenario you may have regarding the claim process, what is covered, what's not covered, feel free to reach out to any of the insurance partners that you have here. Myself, I know the James Acosta Farmers Agency is on here as well. So, we're basically here not only to, earn your business, but to be a resource, not only, during the process of purchasing a home, but, in any future endeavors, any questions that you have, family, friends, send them over to us. But again, for the clients that have trusted me, thus far, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to have my son on a select baseball team out here paying dues each month and buying $300-400 bats each year, it feels like. But no, again, if anybody has any questions, again, about insurance, feel free to reach out to me anytime. I try to make myself as readily available, during the middle of the day, during hours, after hours, before hours. So, without, further ado, I definitely hand this back over to our gracious hosts that have, put on this great online event. So thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, I can second that. And one thing that happens with Anthony in many cases, we're working almost many times before we even write a contract for you. He's giving me flood certificates, elevation, what's it going to cost? So, and a lot of times we don't buy that house. So that's the kind of partners that we have. They're working all along. Sometimes they get the deal, sometimes they don't. But when you choose to partner with us, that's the kind of resources you get. Nobody gets upset if it doesn't work out because we give them lots and lots of opportunities. And most of the time they win by virtue of earning those opportunities. So if I'm doing a big event, probably many of you, he's sponsored wine and cheese socials for your broker open houses that I was selling and things like that. They are constantly on at our beck and call. Like I said, they appreciate being in business with us, and we most certainly appreciate being in business with them. So, and Anthony, I know you have to go. So towards the end of the program, if questions come up that are insurance related, I'll text you. And if possible, maybe you can come back on in the final 10 or 15 minutes. Or if not, we'll get those questions to you and we'll bring them to your office on Monday. We'll make sure no questions insurance related go unanswered. And I believe Anthony and James will say the same thing. It doesn't matter if you're their client or not, or if another one of your properties got damaged that he's not they don't have the policy on. If we can help you, that's what we want to pride ourselves on, being a resource. So don't worry that the policy might be with someone else that's not picking up their phone right now, or not returning your calls, or not responding to your emails. If we can be of assistance, we're not gonna give you any bad information. If we don't know, we won't give you any information at all, but we certainly won't give you any bad information. So And I'm just looking at my watch. I want to introduce my second partner is not available just yet, but I'll just give a real high level. Natasha Jones with Leverage City Leverage Financial Mortgage. She's been a partner of mine for well over 3 years, even before I was with Keller Williams. Same level of service. She literally will get Wi-Fi when she goes on the plane, just to make sure if I'm in the middle of a deal. So that's the kind of partners that we put to work for you, or that you get when you choose to partner with us. So we're always doing fee sheets. Many times if you end up with a new construction, she doesn't get that deal. I see some clients that are on the line right now where she worked really hard for, and there's a good chance that she may not get that deal. But again, when you partner with us like that, it's like you're going to get the best service. Nobody's got an agenda. It's not about one deal. It's not about one commission. It's about relationships and building clients and friends and partners for life. So that's what we're looking for. And again, if you know someone that can benefit from that level of attention to detail, that level of genuine service, drop their name in the referral box. Let us get in business with them and provide the same service to them that we've provided to you. So with that in mind, we're going to flip it over. Mr. Stylianis has a couple partners that some will be able to be here in person and some will not, but I'll let you introduce your partners.
I'm not sure if James is here. James Acosta with Farmers. I think he wasn't able to make it in. He might jump in at one point, but then I will just introduce Jennifer and Russell Rader with MCAP. And as Dwight was talking about, there's Jennifer right here. Dwight was talking about relationship and partnership, and when we're supposed to give 3 referrals out when somebody wants a lender, I'll kind of bring one to the table, pretty much. Kind of break the rules, because when it comes to me, and I pride myself in service, I think Russell and Jennifer are like a reflection of what I do. And if you want somebody to be analytical, give you numbers, be there on a Saturday, be there on a Sunday after 5. Then if you want that kind of relationship, then MCAP and Jennifer and Russell will be the lender of your choice as well. Having said that, I'll let you have a little bit of the floor.
Thank you
We
very
have a
much.
little bit glass of wine on the side.
Hi, everyone. So we're not getting feedback. I hate Zoom calls. We've done them so many this year. But I love that you guys are all there. I love that we can still do this even with the circumstances. So what I would like to say first is thank you to Stylianos, because he's relatively new to the industry, right? A couple years, and he has just, oh my gosh, you guys, he's one of the best that are out there. So those of you who have partnered with him and already experienced through, a purchase or a sale already, you already know that. But those of you who haven't, you've got to make sure that you use him. He's just wonderful. Dwight, I haven't had too much experience with yet to know that, but he's also awesome. That's why they've partnered together with this event. So thank you for that, because his business is a reflection of my business, and it just works really well for us. And thank you to those of you who are on the call. I can see some names that I know. I don't see all your faces, but I do see some names that I know. And I just want to thank all of you, because just like Dwight said before, sometimes we get the deal, sometimes we don't get the deal. We want to make sure you guys are taken care of no matter what. So that's our role, is to do the analytics and do the things that help you figure out what the best option is for you, what the best mortgage is, what the best timing, all of that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for giving us that trust. We really appreciate that. What I would also like to do real quick is, and I know you guys are all muted, but did any of you guys have any damage with the storm last week? Anybody?
Drop it in the chat.
Yeah, I don't see any in the chat. Okay. I did want to spend a minute on that if you guys did. If you did have damage and you can't talk about it right now or don't want to talk about it, just shoot me an email separately or put it in the chat for now. And I'd like to give you guys some of what's happening on the lending side because of the damages. But I don't want to waste everyone's time if no one had it. So if you have that interest, let me know. The other thing I wanted to impart to you guys today is that some of you have just purchased, right? You may have just purchased in the last 12 months. You may have purchased last year or 2 years ago, whatever. Even if you have just purchased, I want you guys to shift your thinking about mortgages as them being a part of your financial future. Some of you did that when we helped you with the mortgage initially. Some of you don't do that, or you need to do that. And what I mean by that is you may already be in the mortgage right now, right? You might have bought last year, you're in a mortgage, you have a commitment. But think about your mortgage as part of that long-term plan and really look at it and see, does it make sense with where I am today and where I want to be 5 years from now, 6 years from now, 10 years from now? And if it doesn't seem to fit that plan, get with me, get with your mortgage partner that you used last time, whatever you want to do, just get with one of us that knows how to work this stuff and make sure it fits your plan, because it may fit today, but we want to make sure it fits the future too. And that's so important for you guys to look at that, especially with rates as low as they are right now. Even though you bought last year or 6 months ago, it could make sense to refinance because of the way rates are right now. So keep that in mind.
What's the rate? Yeah, I know it changes a
They,
lot, but-
yeah, rates do change and it depends on the loan product and everything, of course, but we've been in the twos for months. We've been in the twos. We're creeping into the threes,
Yeah.
which is still really, really low. Last year we were in the fours. The year before we were higher. So, it just depends on what product and the other part of what I mean by the long term is, do you want to pull cash out? Do you want to pull some equity out so that way you can do a debt consolidation, get rid of some of your higher credit cards and put them into the mortgage instead? Do you want to remodel? Do you want to lower the rate and shorten the term or something? So there's so many different reasons to look at a mortgage, and we want to be there to help you figure that out. Whether you decide to go with a mortgage or not with us, we still want to give you that data you need to make the right decisions. So that's really all I wanted to say to you guys today, other than a huge thank you. Like I said, I see a bunch of names up there, so thank you for your business. We really appreciate you. And thank you guys both for partnering with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, Jennifer.
I'm gonna have some wine now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Probably the one thing that she didn't touch on that I think both of our lender partners would be willing to say, and I do have one set of clients, I don't know that they're on right now that are doing this. They're actually taking a significant amount of equity out of their home that they own outright to buy 2 investment properties.
Yes.
So again, there's no time. You can never go wrong with real estate. But I have 2 clients that are not cashing out totally. They own a very high dollar home, but they're taking money out, and we're in the process of acquiring 2 single family investment properties. So
Yes.
if that cash return on an investment property may be performing as good or better than some of your other investments, that might be something to consider too with rates like that. And in their particular case, because it's a cash out refi, it's a much lower rate than they could have gotten on a commercial investment product anyway. And they're able to buy the home directly into the LLC, which is a challenge. Some other ways it's very challenging to buy directly into the LLC if you're not paying cash. So by them taking equity out of an existing product, and believe it or not, homes are probably up 7 to 10% depending on where you are 12 months ago in terms of value. So it's crazy market right now. So that was just an idea. I think Jennifer can second that's a one way to be creative in terms of building more equity. So, all right. See a question in the chat there. Okay, they're talking to bingo's getting heating up apparently. So if you could replay, put 1, 2, and 3 again, please. 1, 2, and 3. 1 was urban, 2 was architecture, and 3 was property. Unmute yourself if you win for bingo. Remember what you're doing. If you win or think you win, unmute yourself and say bingo, okay? Because
how are we gonna get the prices to them?
yeah, that's a good question. So, yeah, so for all of our prize winners, we will talk with you directly. We're gonna give one of 2 things. Either we will have 2 opportunities in the next 2 weeks where you could come to our office because we want to deliver the prizes to you, put them in your hands, or we'll have probably one day that we contract with our photographer to bring them to you. So we might have 3 opportunities, but the dates have not been set. So if you win, we're capturing all the data, obviously, and I'm sure you're not going to let us forget if you win, but we're going to have 2 days in the next 2 weeks that we're available for prizes to be picked up here at the office. And one day in the next 2 weeks that we would be available to deliver the prize to your home or your office. Great question. Great reminder there.
So we'll give some more prices, right?
More prizes?
Yeah, or what we're doing?
Who votes for more prizes? Give some prizes away? All right, let's give some prizes away. And we're good. We're good on time, actually. So take a look at that real quick. We'll explain it real quick, kind of zoom that in as best as possible. Wow. So okay. So just use Ashley Simmons, for example. Ashley must have gotten a 5th referral because she had 4 earlier. So, but you'll see right there for the folks that have given more than 5 referrals, those are the folks that are going to be entered into that second drawing. But we just want to show you for sake of legitimacy, not that anyone would think we would be illegitimate or illegal or anything like that. But if you've given a 2nd or 3rd prize, if you're making referrals today, before we draw, can you check the referral link and see if we have any last minute referrals? Because if so, we'll add you into the wheel as in real time. We're all caught up. So we're going to shuffle the names on the board. So now they're on the board, they're shuffled, and there may be some on there from someone that RSVP'd that is not in attendance. So again, it's very important for us to recognize the fact that you took time out of your schedule to be here. So if we call a name, unmute yourself, say, I'm here, I'm present. We'll get it recorded, and then we'll remove that one opportunity. So if Ashley wins, for example, now one of hers will come off the board for this drawing. They all go back in for the next drawing, but you'll just to see that. So right at this point, the first prize is going to be a $50 gift certificate. Visa, I think they're all Visa gift cards or something to that effect. So this first drawing is for a $50 gift card. Vanna, if you'll spin the wheel. And they're really fine because there's so many names. We can't see it, but it'll pop up in a second.
That's me.
Ryan Perry Cole. He is so lucky. He won stuff last year.
Write the name, maybe.
Ryan.
I'm never missing your events.
Well, you said earlier you RSVP'd that you were not coming.
He was there.
No, I think I canceled. So thank you guys. Another great event.
Got you recorded. So I'm not sure if you had just one entry or not, but we removed you from this drawing, so you can't win anything else out of this one. Sorry.
Oh, I'm grateful. I'm good. Thank you.
I take that back. Yes, you can win something else if you got a bona fide referral. But for now, you can't. So mine is removed. All right. The second prize is for a $100 gift card. So any new referrals? Oh well, too late. We'll get you on the next one. The prizes get bigger and better, by the way. Oh, I almost said there. It was close. Helena, she won last year as well.
I think it's rigged.
He says it's rigged.
Hey, we're here.
I saw you, Dean. And I know Ryan's here. Okay, perfect.
Hold on.
Congratulations. Hey, you can't win anything else unless everybody say it together.
I am saying something. Hey, what did I win?
A $100 gift card.
All right.
Did you say you were sending another referral?
She muted herself.
She muted. Okay.
It's muted. It's met. Here, I can't understand.
Right. Otherwise, you're removed from this one. But if you send a new referral, we'll drop you back in. So
right.
I think that's all we had for right now. So we're gonna get back to the regular scheduled programming. We thought you guys came to hear us, not to win prizes. Okay, who am I kidding? So at this point, we have a speaker that I would like to introduce. Is our speaker zoomed in? Okay, before I jump into this one, I do want to speak a little bit because this is a really serious part of the program. And if you have questions, drop them in. Like I said, I know I addressed some questions with one of my clients in the last 2 weeks about a property protest. His values went up immensely. Well, sometimes that happens when you work with us. We get you extreme value on new purchases, and all of a sudden everyone around you is paying $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 more for the same house that you bought, and we see appraisals due. So sidebar, we should all have followed our homesteads, all of our new buyers. We had about 30, no, not that many, maybe 25 new buyers this year. So just a friendly reminder, you got to get your homestead in by April 1st. If you've moved into your home and January 1st was your first time living in your home, and January 1, you have a homestead exemption that is due, and you need to file that by April 1st.
Every county, same.
Every
deadline?
county has the same timeline. It's a county by county thing, and we can give you the forms, the specific forms, the specific details, and we can help you fill it out if you need to. They're pretty simple. Personally, I like to take them in. I know it's COVID, but the one tip that I'd give you is once you've filed it, give yourself about 2 weeks and go into the appraisal district, put in your own name or your own address. Look it down about halfway of the page, and you should see acronyms HS. Therefore, you know it's filed. If it's not filed, me, my assistant, somebody needs to stay on top of that to make sure that it happens, because it's very detrimental to your mortgage amount if you don't get that filed timely. So, but without further ado, the gentleman that's coming on is Mr. Jason Martinez, I think. Yes, Jason Martinez with O'Connor and Associates. O'Connor and Associates is one of the largest property protest firms around, and I believe I haven't heard his speech or I haven't pre-vetted it. I think there might be some components you can do it yourself, but they do it at a very, very high level. They're very successful at protesting your taxes, and he'll explain exactly how it works. So we're going to bring him on, and there is a small Q&A at the end of his section. But if you have a question already regarding protesting your taxes or what you should expect values to be, and I believe they'll go up because homes have appreciated drastically in the last 12 months. So everybody's probably going up. But we're going to bring on Mr. Jason Martinez. Raise your hand using the Zoom feature if you have a real-time question. He's going to have about 5 minutes for Q&A at the end of his speech. And then, but better yet, try to put them in the chat. That'll be the best way to make sure your question gets addressed. Mr. Jason Martinez, if you will, go ahead and unmute yourself. I don't see you on my screen. I think we got more than one screen for sure. But if you could, let us know you're there and you're ready to present.
How you doing, Mr. Johnson? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you. Can everyone else hear him okay? Give me a couple head nods so we know we hear Jason okay.
Okay.
Good job. Everyone hears you, Jason. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Good. Okay, great. Good evening to everyone, and I appreciate everybody giving me some time to speak a little bit this afternoon. I've got an opportunity just to share what we do. We are the largest property tax consulting firm in Texas. On your behalf, whether it's yourself or your clients, anybody that may have interest or have questions, definitely looking at this year probably being a very busy tax protest season due to the what we've seen in the market out there. So I would highly encourage you to speak with your clients, anticipating probably values going up pretty significantly this year. So with that being said, we haven't yet seen those values. 2021 is probably going to start rolling out later part of March, first part of April. We'll start seeing some of those values rolling through depending on what county you're in. And of course, as stated, with the market being on fire the way that it's been the last year, definitely probably going to see a lot of those values jump up this year. So on our behalf, or as far as the client's behalf, what we look to go in and do, we go in on your behalf. There's no upfront cost for our services. We look to go in and reduce those values for you. If we're successful in reducing those values, our fee is only 50% of the tax savings. So if you have some clients out there that maybe have some questions about how our service works, there is no upfront cost fee. Another thing about our service is that we just don't stop at the formal setting. So if you have a little bit of familiarity with the process, you're always going to be given an opportunity, typically to go in informally and discuss your value with the appraiser. If you don't find that you can come to a solution there, you'll be granted the formal setting where you'll go before the ARB members. And a lot of times property owners may forget that in the event that you aren't successful there, the state of Texas still allows for you to proceed with either arbitration or litigation. And we've been very successful in those arenas as well. So we just want to personally remind you that if you do have some clients out there, they found they've maybe gone in, they aren't quite seeing the results that they think they should be seeing, maybe give us a chance to go in on their behalf and try to get those values lowered for them this upcoming protest season. I did want to share, if you don't, go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
No, actually, it was Mr. Llanos, but do you recommend that you contest your appraised taxes every year? Is there a value to it, even though you know, let's say that their taxes are, your home is within that appraisal number? Do you do it anyways, or do you have to have some legitimate?
That's a good question. We recommend every year for the simple purpose of always trying to keep in line with what the market value is. Sometimes people will forget that we do see the market value and the appraised value sometimes will differ depending on if there's a homestead in place. We don't want to see those numbers get too far detached from one another. In the event something were to happen, if you were to move, something were to occur. But one of the things I want to make clear here, and it's important, is that if we're unsuccessful in lowering the value that's going to have an impact on the value of the amount of taxes that you pay yearly, we have to get below that appraised value. So if we're unsuccessful in getting below that appraised value, there is no fee for our services. And some people ask, well, is it even worth going down there and, following the protests? As I said, we just want to make sure that the appraisal district is looking at things as they should be, that we're objectively looking at things that could potentially offer a further reduction for you. And then one important other thing to keep in mind is that sometimes people forget we're so conscious of what the market indicates to us, but the state of Texas also allows for property owners to go in and defend their appraisal value solely from a uniform and equal position. So that's very important, because I think that's going to be an avenue for us this year to try to go in spite of what the market indicates to us, to see how other property owners in those neighborhoods are being assessed. And the law says, it's very clear, that if the indication is that you're unequally being assessed, that there should be relief granted to you there. So just something to keep in mind as we anticipate a pretty strong market this year.
Great point. Uniform and unequal. That's the new buzzword. We have a couple questions for you in the chat. Is there a deadline for protesting
Sure.
your taxes, and can you protest even though you have already paid them?
Yes. First question, the answer is May 15 is typically the deadline, or the later of 30 days from whenever that actual notice value is mailed out to you. So that's important, because as we know, sometimes people through transition, things will happen. So typically May 15th is always going to be the deadline in the state of Texas. But there are cases where the exception is made if you can prove that maybe something may have occurred where that notice wasn't sent out timely to you. So as a rule of thumb, we typically like to make sure that the clients that we work with understand May 15th is usually that deadline to make sure that protest is filed.
Okay. Do you have any data that says the people that protest immediately do better than the ones that protest later in the protest window, or is there any correlation between the time frame when you protest?
A good question as well. What we typically see sometimes, keep in mind, and as an example for this year being a very, very unique season in itself, as an example, we typically wrap up our season around the end of October, maybe early part of November. This year alone, we were doing hearings all the way till the end of January, just due to everything kind of being handled as we're doing today with a Zoom call and so forth. So we weren't actually physically in the building at the appraisal districts in most cases. So it did extend the period of time that we were down there dealing with the appraisal district. It's kind of hard to say. I really wouldn't say, do you have an advantage if you file your protest early or not? The important thing is to understand that if you really feel that there's an argument to be had there, and if we can't prove that argument successfully in the ARB setting, that also on your behalf, we're also willing to go forward with arbitration or litigation at no additional cost to the client. So that's how strongly we feel about making sure that we represent the client correctly and exhaust every avenue in order to successfully try to get those values lowered, if that's definitely there and can be proven.
Got it. Another question in the Zoom, is there a cap on how much your taxes can be raised in a single year?
Good question. The homestead, which is very important as well, as we're all realtors, myself included. It's important that we share that with our clients. And I heard a little bit of this information shared earlier, that the homestead in place is going to cap that ability for the state to go up more than 10% each year. But one of the important things that you shared a little earlier, and I thought the example that you gave was really good about pulling out some of that equity, going to look at it and invest in some actual rental properties that are out there. Keep in mind, the state, they can go up as much as they'd like on those investment properties. So as you're looking to kind of start that portfolio with your investment property, it's really important with investors out there that they're not on the back end giving away all that hard-earned money in taxes and so forth like that. And, the county, as we've got a lot of experience in working with all the counties throughout the state, it's interesting how each county, although they're all under the state of Texas's rule when it comes to mass appraisal, all individually do certain things differently. So whether you're in Brazoria County, Harris County, Galveston County, Fort Bend County, it's just really important that you follow that protest, whether it's, us going down there on your own behalf and making sure that things are as they should be and you're getting a fair shake.
Okay. I see one more question in the chat. I'm going to save that for last. I have a question, and is this something you can do yourself? I mean, I understand you do it professionally. That's why we have you on, but is this something that a client could do on their own, or do you recommend them try to do it on their own?
Or
Is that
through a
something that,
realtor sometimes. A lot of clients reach out to, I don't know, they reach out to me. I don't know if they reach out to you, but a lot of times they ask me for
yeah,
help. Can you run some comps for me? Is there a way to go about, or?
yeah. So just what are your thoughts on do-it-yourself
Yeah.
protesting? Obviously, as realtors, we provide
I-
whatever you need. If you need comps of homes in your neighborhood that you think are similar, yeah, we do that all day, every day. But what's your professional opinion on someone trying to do it themselves versus hiring you or someone like you?
Absolutely. Great question again. I would encourage to definitely make that effort, get familiar with the process as much as possible. One of the things that we see, and I think we could all agree to this, is that, as we would sit down for a client and do our due diligence and making sure that we're aggressively looking at all aspects of the market, the appraisal district is tasked with doing mass appraisal. So they're not individually looking at all of the characteristics that could impact the sale, whether that's, improvements, a property being completely remodeled. So it's so important that you kind of recognize some of those ways that the market dictates to us market value, and not allow the appraisal district to just kind of, umbrella the entire neighborhood per se. So, but one, I would definitely encourage, I think as realtors, you're very well in a position to go down there, bring to the appraisal district's attention when it comes to the market value side of things. And not that an actual realtor couldn't speak to the uniform and unequal, but it is something that we've seen people aren't as familiar with. So maybe a little lack of experience will probably keep them from being successful in that arena. But I would definitely encourage you to go down there if you have the time. And if not, of course, I can share our information and however you see fit in being able to proceed this tax season.
Okay, good deal. I have another one. I think I actually know the answer to it, but for sake of everyone on the Zoom, can you file a homestead in different counties? For example, if you own properties in more than one county, I believe the answer is you can only get one homestead. It's in your primary residence, but I'll let you, am I correct? Anything you can add to that, Jason?
Correct. That's correct, Mr. Johnson. It can only, state of Texas allows for only one homestead to be claimed. And so that's important that if you're in transition, I'm dealing with a client right now that just bought a property in Fort Bend County. Of course, his Harris County property is no longer going to afford him the exemption, but as we all know, you've got to be the legal owner of that property as of January 1st of that tax protest season. So if you bought a house last year in 2020, great, but as the actual homestead itself, that homestead will not take effect until you're the actual owner of that property as of January 1st of that tax season.
Okay. And this wasn't the question, but what if one spouse has one? Could one spouse have a homestead somewhere and another one in a different place? That's not in the chat. I'm just curious.
That not the legal expert on that. I think that may be a little something to kind of get some idea. I wouldn't see a reason as to why, if there's a legal marriage, divorce in place there, that individually one person could probably have a homestead in place, but not 100% sure on that. Probably want to get some clarity on that from the appraisal district.
Okay. Well, good job, Jason. We appreciate you not giving bad information. If you don't know it, that's okay. We'll go get it somewhere else.
Absolutely.
All right. Let me see if there's any other. Oh, the last question, Jason, before you, and I don't know if you're able to stick around or if not, for our sake,
Sure.
we know how to, but for all the clients on the line, can you share your information? I have one client that says, how can they reach you? So maybe someone needs your service today. So how can they, got an email
Absolutely.
you want to share? Well, it looks like you're driving. Are you driving?
I had to make a little last ditch effort out to Texas State, man. Sun out here after the storm last week, kind of getting some things back in place for him. So,
well, just say it. We'll put it in the chat.
Yeah,
Give us your contact information. We'll put it in the chat.
Sure. It's my direct contact email is jmartinez@poconnor.com. Again, jmartinez@poconnor.com. And my direct number that you can reach me at, I can give you this number real quickly. 713-375-4351.
4351. All right. Perfect. We got that added to the chat right there. Don't forget about the bingo, guys. It's ongoing. We're up to word number 17. Anything else you can, any parting words you can leave us with, or any more questions for Jason before we release him? All right. I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Anything else any closing remarks, Jason? We really appreciate you taking time out of your Saturday to visit with us, and we trust that you're going to get some business from this. Everything we do is about coming from contribution, how we can help each other out.
I think my final parts was, Johnson, I appreciate you having me on as well. We're such a strong, integral part of the property tax protest. As realtors, we owe that to our clients. It's important that we get engaged with this. So a great opportunity exists for us as realtors out there to really make a difference when it comes to property taxes. So reach out to me if there's any further questions or anything I can help out with.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. Absolutely.
Good info.
Great information. Great information there. So there it is again, guys. We're constantly adding value to you. When you choose to partner with us, it's not about, it's way bigger than a real estate transaction. It's way bigger than a real estate commission. We don't work for free, but it's not about that. It's about, I'm working on a new business card. I think Stilianos is in the process of rebranding as well. But my new title, my new self-proclaimed title is Real Estate Wealth Advisor. I'm no longer a realtor. I'm a real estate wealth advisor. Real estate is a tremendous way to build equity, to build generational wealth. And it comes with things like that, keeping your protest, buying value, getting good value, negotiating good real estate transactions, staying on top of your taxes, being insured properly insured, not necessarily the cheapest, but getting all the coverages that, nobody knew they needed freeze coverage until last week. So, but if you were partnered with our folks, you most probably had that coverage, or at least it was probably offered to you.
Flood insurance on the non-flood zones.
Flood insurance, all that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's take a look at the time. Make sure we stay as close to the agenda as possible. It is.
I think we're giving 3 prizes, and then
Time to give some more prizes.
Yeah.
That's really all they want anyway.
Yeah.
Before we give any prizes, let's make sure. Let's check the referral link. Taj, a new
That's
referral.
mine again.
Taj.
Oh, yours again.
Well,
Yours.
somebody's got to get more and somebody's got to get less.
I'll get to my people after this call.
So Taj will get 1 additional entry in there. We're going to pull a wheel up. How many prizes we're giving away now?
Then we'll give
3?
another 3.
Okay. We got it in a row, back to back, $50 gift cards. We're going to move them through really, really quick. So we see he got added 1 more because he gave 1 more referral. So you still have plenty of time. Shuffle them up, shuffle the wheel, and spin it 1 more time. $50. Drum roll. Let's see, $50 gift card. We're gonna keep it moving. Ronnie's my new client that just moved here from California. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Is she on the line?
Oh,
You have to be on the line.
no.
Is she on? Let's see if she's
If you're
logged
online,
in.
unmute and say I'm here, right?
She's gonna be very disappointed.
Yeah.
Okay? It happens. No, she's not here. All right.
Free spin.
So she wanted $50 free spin. $50. $50 Visa gift card.
Ah, that's bad.
That's bad, but it happens. Cynthia
Cynthia
Jones, congratulations. I know Cynthia.
I'm here.
I saw her. Congratulations, Cynthia and Rodney. Cynthia/Rodney, they won. That's a great story. If we have time, I'm going to tell that story at the end, how these became my clients.
All right,
We
I
don't
wanna
want
hear that.
to sabotage the program. Spend it again for $50, please. Another $50 gift
50,
cards.
Next time we'll put some music, while it's spinning.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's
Giorgio, Sebastiano,
Sergio.
Giorgio. That's the gentleman who wanted the referral for himself.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he's on the
yeah,
line.
yeah.
All right. Congratulations.
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 I'll hand that to you.
All right, got it. All right, 1 more $50 gift card. Spin it. You removed him. Did you see the refreshments? Some refreshments on. All right, Taj, after all those referrals, he won something. Congratulations. I know he's on. He's doing referrals in real time. So he's definitely on the line. Is that it for now? Yeah. Right?
Thank you.
So we gave the 50. It was all 50s?
Those 3.
Wasn't it 100s yet, huh? Because we have another
We
100.
gave 100 away earlier.
We have 1 more, huh? Okay.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure we didn't stick
All right.
anybody.
So at this point, we come to the segment in our program for
I'm so excited.
for entertainment. Like I said, we want to make sure that we're trying to figure out, when we made the decision to go not do this event in person, how can we make it different than any other Zoom? And not sure what's happening with the bingo. I don't know if people didn't claim cards. I thought we had a lot more winners by now. We're going to start speeding the bingos up because we have 4 of those to give away. But at this time, we come to our program. We decided that it might be fun to break up the monotony a little bit, give us all something to laugh about. There's a lot of stress in the world right now with COVID and all that. So we came to the conclusion that we wanted to bring you some entertainment, and we got the idea of getting a comedian. And we looked high and low and far and wide and online, and we will try to bring somebody that at least they were funny to us, you know. But you know, there's all types of genres out there, local and abroad. And because it's virtual, we had the opportunity to go anywhere. But my team and I, we all decided on a local comedian. So without further ado, we'd like to introduce to you Mr. Marcus Wiley. He's gonna take center stage, and we're gonna get out of the way for a minute and get ready to crack a gut, guys. He's funny. He's funny. Come on in, Marcus. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down.
You can stand, sit. It's your floor. We're gonna get out your way because of COVID, but we're gonna spread out a little bit. But
I can't see me, but I'm being seen. No, okay. What's up, everybody? First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. I'm jealous. I bought 3 homes, and this seemed like family here. This seemed really like family. Now, what did you say, Dwight? You are the what?
What?
Realtor what?
Real estate wealth advisor.
Real estate wealth advisor. Yeah, I just had a realtor. All 3 times I had just a realtor. They got me the crib. One of them sent me a doormat. Yes, misspelled my name. That's okay. I did get the crib. Then my next one, he got me bathrobes. Me and my wife, he gave us bathrobes, and then that was cool. And then in the third one, just, you know, he was the one that sold my second house. So he was like, I already got y'all something. And so I'm just jealous at how this is family here. This feels good, looks good. And so, yeah, well, let me get into it. Yeah, my name is Marcus D. Wiley, and I live right here in Pearland. So I am local. I'm right around the corner. And I wanted to start because, you know, congratulations on everybody that have a home and all your friends that you're referring over to these fine folk. But here's my thing. Having a home is great. I love it. But I'm not going to lie. I miss my apartment. I mean, if I could just say that, I miss my apartment. I had a nice apartment. It was gated. Okay. A lot of you want to live in a gated community. Well, my apartment definitely was gated, and it was nice. And what I really miss about the apartment is I didn't cut grass. Okay, I didn't have to do that. They had people for that. And anytime something, you know, would break, all I had to do was call a leasing office. But now as a homeowner, you know, we just had to freeze, and my sprinkler pipes burst, and now I got to find people to come do that. But back when I lived off Holly Hall, yeah, that's the apartment community. Yeah, I just called the leasing office, and they get somebody right over to come get that. No money out of my pocket. And so, so even though we haven't had these homes, I tell you, I miss the apartments every now and then. And then the biggest thing about having a home for me is the homeowners association. Oh my God. Now I'm not gonna lie. We are not that cool. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm be honest, because I want to ask them, is this my house or is this y'all house? I mean, because if I'm not mistaken, I pay a mortgage every first of the month, but you always telling me what I can't do with my house. I mean, I don't know if y'all experienced that, but that's what I'm experiencing right now. Over where I live, no sheds. Okay, they say you can't have sheds in the back. I didn't know that. So I went, bought a nice shed from Costco. That's my favorite store, Costco. Went, bought a nice shed from Costco and had it in the back. Watch this. Had it in the back for almost a year. No problem. No problem. And then my neighbor said, hey, you know, I don't think we're supposed to have sheds in the back. And I was like, well, ain't nobody told me. He said, yeah, I think that. And believe it or not, they sent mail about 2 days later with a picture. I don't know who got in my backyard and took a picture, but I think the homeowner association, they might be some thugs, okay? Because they broke in my backyard, they took a picture of my shed and they sent it to me. And so I had to take the shed down. After a whole year, I think my neighbor snitched on me, but because he barbecues every weekend, I ain't tripping, okay? He do feed me, but he snitched on me. My homeowners association always taking pictures. They take pictures and they mail it to you as if I don't know what my house look like, okay? They always do that. Just give me a call. They wasting paper. Okay, maybe that's what City's homeowner association fees that I pay twice a year. But they always taking a picture. Hey, the basketball goal in the front yard, you know, or hey, cut your grass, all that type of stuff. So all that being said, love being a homeowner. I really do. But boy, I tell you, it comes with a lot. Comes with a lot. Now, let me tell you a little bit about me. So I'm married. I don't know who on here is single, but I'm married. And been married for 23 years. 23 years. Been married to the same chick. And you know, here's the thing. I found out though over this pandemic that my wife is not a cooker. You know, she's a what they call a fixer. Okay, watch this here. Cooking and fixing are two different things. Okay, you fix tuna fish, you fix chicken salad, you fix hot dogs, you fix tacos. I know a lot of you men, you be excited. Your wife, oh, she cooking tacos tonight. No, she's fixing tacos tonight. Okay, cooking is when you stuff something. Cooking is when you smother something. Cooking is when you saute something. Cooking is when you preheat the oven on 350 for 2 weeks. That's cooking, okay? When people walk in, is it ready? Not yet, okay? Yeah, just because you smell it don't mean it's ready. And so over the pandemic, I realized that my wife, she's a fixer. She's not a cooker. But then, tell you the truth, I kind of already knew that because when we bought our third house, when we bought the third house, right? This last one, my wife, you know, we were in the design center. I know a lot of you know about the design center. That's where you pick your granite and your carpet and your tile and you know, your faucets and your light fixtures, all that type of stuff. So we're in the design center, and as we're walking through it, my wife sees this mock-up, this demo kitchen, and she's like, "Oh, babe, oh my God, babe, that's the kitchen I want, babe. That's it." And so I was like, "Babe, this the kitchen you want?" She's like, "Babe, that's the kitchen. That's my dream kitchen. That's the one I want." And so I went to the lady who was giving us a tour, taking us around and everything. And I said, "Man, my wife really liked the kitchen that y'all have over there." I said, "How much is it?" The lady said $60,000. I said, "What?" She said, $60,000. I said, "Oh man." So I'll go back to my wife and I say, "Hey, babe, that kitchen that you really love, you know, your dream kitchen." I say that kitchen is $60,000. I don't think we're gonna be able to, you know, get that kitchen. And my wife was like, "No, babe, but that's the one I want." And I said, "But babe, you don't have enough recipes for a $60,000 kitchen. I mean, come on, let's be good stewards of this money that we have. I mean, you only do like 3 dishes. I mean, you do spaghetti, you do lasagna, and that's the same thing, just 2 different pastas, okay? And then you do baked chicken, you know? And so I went back to the lady. I told the lady, I said, "Ma'am, listen, we're not gonna do that kitchen. Matter of fact, we don't even need a kitchen. Do y'all sell concession stands?" Yeah, because that's what our home need. Okay, we need a concession stand now, because ain't no cooking going on in there. But if you give us a concession stand, because that's what she good at, Frito pies and nachos and popcorn and pickles, you know, all that type of stuff. Yeah, give us a concession stand. And so yeah, in my home, my wife lives there. And then, yeah, she lived there. I mean, marriage would be great if you could live separately, but I don't want to get on that. That's a story for another time. But in my home also, my mom, watch this. My mother, she moved in. My father had died, and my mom, she turned into like my side piece. You know what that is? Like a chick on the side. Yeah, but it was my mama. And so she was doing stuff like calling me, you know, late at night, saying stuff like, "Hey, Marcus." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, mama?" She's like, "Oh, you by yourself?" "Nah." "Who you with?" "My wife, mama, my wife." "Oh, okay. She sleep?" "No, she up." "Okay, well, just call me tomorrow." I'd be like, "Mama, what do you want?" My mama just call me tomorrow. So I would get up next day, call my mom. "Mom, you called me last night. Is anything wrong?" And she would say stuff like, "Yeah, can you come over and change the light bulbs on the porch?" I mean, she didn't even want anything, but she was like getting me in trouble. You know, my wife was like, "Who was that on the phone?" Like, "That's my mama." It didn't sound like your mama. I was like, it was my mama. And so anyway, I go to my wife, I say, "Babe, listen, I'm an only child. My mom is alone now. you know, can we build a bigger house? This is how I got to the third home. I said, can we build a bigger house? And I moved my mom in, right? And I know a lot of times, listen, I know we got different ethnicities on this particular Zoom, but our people, my people, we don't do well. We don't do well living with the in-laws, not my people. Now other ethnicities, they do a fantastic job, okay? They stay together till everybody gets strong and then move out. But my people, no. We go out and struggle, okay? And so anyway, I go to my wife, I say, babe, listen, when I move my mom in, I say, now listen, there's some pluses to this. One plus, she cook, okay? She cooks. I mean, she don't fix, she cook. I say, another plus is she clean, okay? She don't straighten up like you, she cleans up, okay? That's totally different. Straightening up is when you fluff pillows and Febreze everything. No, cleaning up is when you wipe the baseboards, get the blinds, okay? You also the ceiling fan, all that dust on the ceiling fan. Yeah, that's cleaning up. So anyway, I say she gonna cook, she gonna clean up, and then babe, she's a babysitter, okay? We got 2 kids, those are her grandchildren. That's what she really wanted from me. That's the best gift I could give her. And so my wife was like, okay, cool. So my wife went for it. Here's the problem. My wife gonna come to me and say, okay, babe, yeah, your mama can move in. I mean, we can get a bigger house and move your mom in, but let's say the house catch on fire and it's me and your mom in the house. Who are you going to go and get first? That's what my wife asked me. See us? You see what I'm talking about? My people. She says, if it's a fire in the home, who am I going to go rescue? Am I going to get, watch this, the woman who gave me life, or am I going to go get the love of my life? And I simply told my wife, I said, listen, this is very easy because the person I'm going to rescue is me. Okay, y'all don't smell this smoke? It's hot in here. Okay, y'all too adult not to know to get out the house if it's a fire. Okay, so I suggest you save yourself because that's what I'm gonna be saving. Thank you. So anyway, we moved my mom in. I thought that having my mom in the home, that she would rub off on my wife. You know, that's what I thought. My mom's 70. My wife is in her 40s. I'm thinking the 70-year-old would rub off on the 40-year-old. Come to find out, it's my wife that's rubbing off on my mama. Why is my mom 70 with black lipstick, black fingernail polish, extensions in her hair, tights on, Ugg boots? I say, mama, you're acting like a baby mama. I need my mama back. Where is she? Where is my mother? Okay, but anyway, so my mom's there. Then I have a son. My son, he's in the home. His name is Chase. Chase is 13. Matter of fact, I just left Chase AAU tournament. He plays basketball, which now those of you who have kids out there, you already know. All you become now once your kids get around this age is an Uber driver. That's exactly what you are. You're an Uber driver. You drive them to and fro, okay? And then you cook for them, you provide for them. And you know, I don't know how grateful they are, but my son Chase don't seem to be too grateful. But this is what I told him. I said, look here, brother. Now you play AAU basketball and I'm spending all of your college tuition, all of your college money right now. So we all in on you getting a full scholarship playing basketball. This is what I told Chase. I said, Chase, listen, if you don't get a scholarship playing basketball, I don't know how you're gonna go to school, okay? Because I'm not spending no more money on you. I told Chase, I said, look at Chase, I don't care what you get a scholarship in. It could be chess, it could be cheerleading, okay? It could be because you left-handed. I don't care, but I'm not spending any money, okay, on any college for you. And so Chase, he seemed to think he kind of understand it, maybe not, but that's what I share with him. Lastly, in my home, I have a little girl. Her name is Charlie. Charlie is 3. She's pretty. I mean, listen, she's an angel, but she's hell's angel, okay? She's hell's angel. I mean, just mark up the house. I mean, just take a mark. What would make a little baby get a magic marker and just write all on my nice white walls, okay? What would make a child just do these things? She's destroying this fine home that the good Lord has blessed my family with. Okay. And Charlie is very disrespectful. Let me say that. She's 3. And I know some of you saying, oh, no, she can't be that bad. Yes, she is. Okay. My neighbor that snitched on me, his name is Mr. Ben. Okay. Mr. Ben is 71 years of age. My mom, who is 70, she calls Mr. Ben Mr. Ben. Okay. 48, I call Mr. Ben Mr. Ben. My wife calls Mr. Ben Mr. Ben. My son calls him Mr. Ben. But that 3-year-old Charlie, she walks right outside, see Mr. Ben out there and says, hey, Ben. And we go, Mr. Ben. She be like, hey, Ben, like they drink cognac and smoke cigarettes together. Okay. She's a child. She's 3. She's an angel, but she's hell's angel. Okay. So that's my family. That's my family. Now, I know you all, if you didn't love your home, you would have a problem during this pandemic. Okay. If you want to ever see how much you enjoyed your home, I think the pandemic had a fantastic way of showing you if you made a good purchase or not. Okay. Because listen to me, had I still lived in that apartment during this pandemic, oh man, we wouldn't have made it. Okay. There's no way I would have made it in a 1-bedroom during this pandemic. Okay. Okay. Because I had to get away from my wife. Listen, she thought this was a time for us to Netflix and chill. Yeah. Some of you know what that is. Netflix and chill. You see, I'm from the old school, Blockbuster. I grew up watching Blockbuster, but she thought this was Netflix and chill. And I was telling my wife, hey, just chill. I mean, let's just watch Ozark. Just chill. Let's just watch 13 Reasons Why. Just chill. I mean, we don't have to do stuff, you know. I'm up in age, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't the man I used to be, but my wife, she's suffering from this condition right now because she's in her 40s, and the condition is called insatiable. Okay, insatiable. By definition, insatiable means can't get enough. And I've had enough. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I mean, we've been together 23 years. What else can we do? Okay? Okay? Don't come in here telling me I'm gonna do something special tonight. There's nothing special you can do. You should have already done it. I mean, why have you been withholding? If you got something special for me after 23 years, shame on you. I should have got all the special stuff long time ago. Okay? And so she's been like that during this pandemic. And, you know, and I've been telling her, I said, so look here, babe, you know, now this is an adult audience. Okay, I mean, I'm not going off the rim, but I'm just making sure because I don't think kids buy homes. But anyway, but I told my wife, I said, look here, babe, listen, what we're going to have to do now is, you know, I can't do all night anymore. Yeah, I can't do all night. Yeah. I don't have it the way I used to have it. Can't do all night. Okay. First of all, whoever doing all night don't have a job. Okay. They don't have a job. And if they're doing all night, then that's their job. Okay. And I think they have a term for that, like gigolo or something. No. That's their job. No, I have a job. I don't have all night. So I told my wife, I said, listen, we have to cut the time down. We got to cut the time down, babe. We got to cut that thing down, you know, just so I can live. Okay, so I can feel good about myself. Okay, and so I told my wife, I said, listen, we got to cut the whole time down now to 11 minutes. I felt like that was a good time. Watch this, 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Some of you, I feel it in my spirit. Some of you saying, that's not enough time. Yes, it is. 11 minutes, and that's the whole production. I mean, that's foreplay, intercourse, and a cigarette. I mean, 11 minutes. That's the whole time. I love it. I come home sometimes, she be in there, she be like, babe, I be like, babe, let's come on, let's get in it. She be putting lotion on. I be saying, hey, you wasting valuable time. I have 11 minutes. And I told my wife, I said, listen, babe, we can't do 2 things no more. We can only do 1. She was like, what? I said, yeah, we can't do 2 things. We can only do 1 thing. She was like, explain. I said, okay, we can either go out and have a good time, or we can stay home and have a good time. But what we can't ever do again is go out, have a good time, then come home and have a good time. I'm like, I'm already yawning when we out. I'm gonna have a terrible performance. I mean, so we gotta pick one, you know? And then I told her too, because I had to confess. A lot of guys don't like to confess, but I had to confess, I said, babe, I've been taking these sexual enhancement drugs, trying to keep up with you. You know, I went to the doctor. The doctor told me men, we peak in our 20s. Women, they just get started in their 40s. Look what God did. That's not right. That's not right. So what men been trying to do, we try to keep up, you know, by going with Levitra and Cialis and Viagra. And I was like, you know, I'm getting a stuffy nose. You know, I was getting headaches. One time I couldn't feel the whole left side of my body. And she that time, baby, you ready? No, I'm sick. I mean, I need to go to the hospital. I really do. I really do. And so that's been me. That's been me during the pandemic. Last but not least, I never liked this new thing out called Cash App. Okay. I discovered Cash App during the pandemic. All right. I heard about Cash App, but I didn't like it because it reminded me of when I was in high school, and when it was someone's birthday, they would start a money tree on their body. You know, somebody would put a $5 bill and everybody just continue to click money. And I thought that was begging. You know, in high school, I was like, why are you begging? I mean, my mom only gave me $2 a day, and I wish I would give you one of the $2 that I have to eat. So never got into Cash App. Well, during this pandemic, I wasn't working, you know, before all this virtual stuff became popular. And my boy called me and said, hey, man, I'm doing an IG live comedy show. I was like, okay, cool. He was like, yeah, I want you to be on it. I was like, how does that work? He was like, well, we're gonna go, I'm put you in on IG live, and then all my people gonna see you gonna perform. And so I only had one question. How do I get paid? Because that's what I'm about. How do I get paid? And he said, well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put your Cash App on the screen. And when people like your jokes, they tip you. I said, well, that sounds like a stripper. I said, you tip me for my joke? I don't get paid by the joke. I get paid for the show. And he was like, trust me, man. Just create a Cash App, give it to me and do it. So I created, gave it to him, you know, trying to step out the box, trying to do something different. Well, the day came for the show. I did 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, in 10 minutes, I made $840 on Cash App. And now I owe Cash App an apology. I am a fan of Cash App. I've been trying to put Cash App on everything. I was gonna put it on my chest tonight, so y'all can get it. I'm calling DMV. I'm trying to put on my license plates. I love Cash App, okay? I love it now. You see, so a lot of great things have happened during this pandemic, but you know, hey, I'm good. How much time? Am I done?
Keep as much as you need.
I mean, what I got?
We got maybe 5 minutes.
I got about 5 more minutes. Okay. Well, let me end with Corona. So, you all, thanks be to God, I have not contracted COVID-19 coronavirus. I get tested regularly because I travel, and I have to get tested all the time. And I'm gonna tell you, if you have not got tested yet, continue to wear your mask, continue to wash your hands, stay safe, because the test is worse than the virus. Okay? I'm not gonna lie, the test is worse than the virus. When I went and got my first COVID-19 test, I saw the lady with all this weaponry on this table, right? Now, somebody told me they stick a Q-tip up your nose, but they lied. That's not a Q-tip. That's a Q-tip is that little one with the swab on both ends that feel good. You know, when you clean your ears, you're like, oh, this feels good. No, what they put is this long wooden handle swab up your nose. And so when I sat down, the lady told me to lean back. And, you know, because I'm hip hop, I'm down with the culture. I thought she meant lean back, you know, like the dance. And she said, no, lean your head back. And then she stuck that thing all the way up to the top of my head. Tears was coming down my eyes. I said, ma'am, do you have to do that? She said, yes, and give me the next nostril. I said, you got to put them in both? And she put the other one up my nose. And listen, y'all, I'm just saying this was the worst thing in the world. And I'm in my 40s, and you know, I get my prostate checked regularly. I almost asked her, is there another way? we can do this COVID test. I mean, because I thought that was the worst. No, this COVID is worse than the prostate. It's worse. And what I don't understand is everybody who contract COVID, I don't understand why they keep telling everybody that they sick. Where I'm from, we don't tell people we sick. I mean, that's called private. That's called my business. But because we're in this social media world, social media has a way of sucking secrets and sucking business right out of you. So people just going on social media. Hey, y'all, take this thing serious. It's real out here. I got it. I mean, they were just going telling people. And then it's the people who didn't even contract it, who like to speculate that they had it. Them the ones that kill me. They like, yeah, I think I had it in November. I mean, they haven't been to the doctor. They've been to the hospital, nothing. They just want it so bad. I end by saying this. This is not my first pandemic. This is my second pandemic. My first pandemic happened when I was in college. We had a big chlamydia outbreak in the dormitory. Yeah, you know what that is? Yeah, because one lady thought it was a book of the Bible. No, ma'am. It's a disease. Now, I didn't get it. I'm just telling you what happened in the dormitory. And so it's my second pandemic, okay? Because we had to evacuate the dorms. They put us in hotels until they sterilized and fumigated the dorms and everything. And I say all that to say, I made it through that pandemic, and I will make it through this pandemic. My name is Marcus Wiley. Congratulations on everything. Thank y'all for having me. Right. Appreciate you. Good show.
We're gonna jump right back with purple.
Okay.
You gonna stick around?
Well, I got another show. Okay. All this virtual. You have all these shows.
Okay. We'll text you as soon as we finish. No problem. Awesome job. Awesome job. I see some hand claps. Give me some virtual hand claps. Give me some Zoom hand claps if you enjoyed that show. All right. All right. Now it's going to be hard to get back on program. I'm over here busting the gut. Okay. So we have, that's going to be extremely hard to get back on program. But again, it's our goal to always bring you tremendous value. And like I said, I know I'm cracking a gut. So I hope you guys, if you enjoyed this half as much as I did, then you enjoyed it. So I think we have a couple bingo winners. Have you verified them?
Yeah, we've got Giannis was the first one.
Giannis, okay. Let me write this down.
And then Nikki was our second.
Mickey Bender, I believe. Yeah. Mickey Bender, Giannis Camarena. So I'll let you know.
All right, great. So bingo is ongoing. Real quick before we jump back into the program, as we're
almost
turning the home stretch, but does anybody? I think someone texted me offline that they didn't have a bingo card, so it's not too late. Obviously, we've given away 2 of them, but there's 2 more. Is there anybody in need of bingo card? Yeah, give me those hand claps in the chat. I like that. I like that. So if you need a bingo card, you didn't get one, text me directly or say it in the chat and we'll get it to you. Going to jump right back on program here. We get to the good part. We're almost to prizes. Basically, you're going to give away some more prizes. And then then we have just kind of a round robin, open format in the end. And you're able to stay on as much as you like, but we certainly want to be as respectful of his time as possible. We had it for about an hour and 45 minutes. So if we can give these last couple prizes away in 15 minutes, we'll be on schedule. We're getting down to the good prizes. Let me say, take a personal privilege and say, it's not too late to give us more referrals. Who else has a realtor that's bringing you this kind of entertainment? I'm really proud of this.
And this is only the beginning.
Just the beginning. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got a lot of ideas. And I think next year, if everything is well, I think you're going to see it.
Next level.
Yeah,
next level. So we'll get back to in-person meeting again. So if you would check the referral link, you guys can still do referrals. I know we had 1 or 2 extras to come in there. Before we go to the prize, we're getting to the segment of what I would label as very good prizes left, along with 2 final $25 bingos. So we're going to jump right in. If there are none now, we're going to give away another $100 gift card at this time. Got 1 additional, so we see this in real time. We got some people being added to the. Vivian sent in another referral. Vivian, you see you're added, so we're gonna go ahead and shuffle the wheel, shuffle.
Bingo.
And spin. Someone bingoed? Hold that thought till after we spin. Hold on. Spin it, spin it, spin it.
All right. Oh,
Giorgio.
Georgia. That's her name is Georgia
You're-
Mihu.
She's online.
Is she online? Can we hear you if you're online? George or Georgia? Nope.
Right there.
No, that
Look,
Georgia is different. That's not it. Yeah,
Take a look back.
yeah. It's Georgia. So if she's not on, too bad. Somebody else gonna win it.
All right, another $100 going twice. You guys don't want to miss our client appreciation event. So this is something we try to start putting you on notice about 6 weeks out, but make a note. Let's see, that is Andrea. Congratulations, Andrea. I know she's on. I saw her, right?
Yay, thanks.
Yay.
Good job.
Andrea, $100 gift card. I may deliver yours on the way home.
When is the iPad? Is it coming?
It's the iPad next. So right now, okay, but what I was about to say was, what was I about to say just before you spin it? Someone bingoed, I think. Did someone bingo?
Yes,
Who is that?
me, Chin.
Jen.
Oh, Chin. Okay.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so we have one more bingo to win, and we're going to spin now for the 8th generation iPad. It's a 32 gig iPad. Not sure what color it is, but spin it. It's a good prize.
I think it's silver.
Silver. Taj. Taj won again. We got to give it to him. He got so many referrals, and I know he's on the line. And that's his.
Which iPad was that?
That was the smaller iPad,
okay.
or the smaller memory, 32 gig. So now we're gonna
Basketball.
now we're drawing for the basketball. It's autographed by
Autograph.
like about 6 of the current Rocket players,
And the best
including
player is Christian Wood.
Christian
so
Woods is on it for
he's
sure.
on it. Christian Wood, Eric Gordon,
Eric Gordon,
and a couple other ones.
couple others.
Yeah.
All right, for the basketball. Did you remove Taj?
Again.
All right, that was a bingo winner, right?
Yeah.
All right. So obviously this is all completely virtual, and look at the chat. There's something in the chat. Take a quick look. Remove Chin. I got him recorded for the basketball. Remove him.
Yep, I'm here.
Check the chat, please. We
Good
got some
job, my
comments.
friend.
We got some comments in the
Kath
chat.
is laughing.
Oh, someone bingo. Okay, we got that bingo. Ashley, I'm not sure what that is. An emoji.
Emoji, yeah.
Okay, got it. Got it. Oh, okay. I see that was Ryan. Okay. All right. Next up is the hotel stay at the Westin. I was privileged enough to stay there just recently for 3 days and during the storm, because I know this gentleman, he was able to pull some strings when no one else could get a hotel room. But guess what? I didn't even have water a couple days, and I paid about $600. So this is a $300 value for one night, including valet, including breakfast for two at the Westin right down by Minute Maid
And
Park.
if you need anything else, you just contact me.
All right, he's
We'll-
connected.
We'll make it nicer for you.
Westin hotel stay. Go ahead and spin it. Clear the chat. Can you move the chat?
We'll put a bottle of champagne, something in there, a bottle of wine.
Don Lord. I think Don's on. I know Christy's on. Christy, is your sister on? I can't see. Don, are you on? Say something. I know Christy is on. Text Christy real quick and see if Don is on. She's not. Okay, got it. Okay.
She's
One
not.
second. She's not. She's not on. Okay. Got it.
That's a big price.
Okay. Stop. Hold what you got to say. I'll share them. I need can you share a bingo card to Quincy? You need an email. How do you do it?
So I'm putting it in the chat. If they're on, they should see it in the chat.
Okay, it's Quincy. The bingo card is in the chat, so we'll drop it. Go ahead and remove Don, please. I'm sorry. We got like a 6-person staff behind the camera that you don't see.
We'll bring her after the end.
Yeah, we will.
Fingers in the chat.
And
So we have to
and the
redraw?
referral link. Someone's asking for the referral link in the chat as well. So the bingo, Quincy, the bingo game should be there. You got one opportunity there, and it should be in the referral link is there now as well. So check the referrals before we respin for the
Hotel stay again?
hotel stay. We're respinning for the hotel stay. Okay, spin it. Ken Patman, is he on? That's a client of mine. He should be moving into his new construction home really soon. Patman on there. And he may have put his name. How about Lori Patman?
If you're here, please unmute.
Yeah, say something if you're here.
Going once.
There's a couple that just say iPad or iPhone, so I can't.
Yeah.
tell, but I
Yeah, so you have to speak up, guys. We want to make this as fair as possible, create as many winners as possible. So if you're not here, or if we don't know you're here, we'll just remove it and keep going. So let's go ahead and remove Patman. They are here. Jimmy and Chantel Smith are here. Congratulations. I figured you guys needed a getaway. Gonna get away from go. I know they're here. Because they've been
Yes, we are here.
Congratulations and thank you for the referrals. You're gonna be entered in the big contest, I think. So congratulations. So Jimmy, Chantel.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. The next one is another iPad.
The big one.
That one hasn't even came in yet. It's on back order. I think it'll be here Wednesday.
The 2nd of March.
March 2nd. This is a 8th generation iPad as well, 128 gig.
It's about $500 for this one.
Yeah,
It's a
about a $500 iPad. So let's go ahead and spin for that. Must be present to win, guys. We got to handle it with integrity.
Oh, Victoria, yeah.
She's here.
Let's see if you're here. I saw you earlier.
Victoria? Yes.
Of course I would ask.
You here?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Hey, the baby.
I can hear
The
you.
baby vouch for you.
I'm here.
Okay,
Right.
good. You got the iPad. Okay,
Congratulations.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Okay,
You're
we're down to
welcome.
the final prize that everyone is eligible to win. Any more referrals? I know Quincy was looking for a link for referrals from Quincy. So drop Quincy in.
Gosh, you got a lot of referrals.
All right. Spin it.
TV.
Quincy's in.
Samsung
This is
TV.
for a Samsung smart TV,
It's
like
a
50 inch
58-inch
smart
TV.
TV.
It's a nice one. Also $500 value.
This is the same thing happened last year.
Yes. Hey, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Get it up.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, hey, here's what we do now. We clear the board. We take about 2 minutes. And, you know, again, we try to have fun with this thing. You know, like we're not desperados over here. We both have pretty big businesses, but quality referrals are so important to our business, right? So it's one thing. It's one thing when people find us through our social media, through our websites, through HAR profiles and something like that. But when someone comes to us that you've already gifted us to us, you know, we'd have to be pretty horrible to lose those. So quality referrals mean the world to us. So you have an opportunity now if you want to jump in. Right now, I know we have, who do we have? I know we have Taj in the raffle, Brandy, and he's won a lot, but he sent me about 7, 8 referrals. They've sent me combined probably 12 referrals. So it's only fair they have multiple opportunities. So I know Ashley Simmons is in the raffle, Chantel and Jimmy, and Taj and Brent. So right now we have 4. So is there anybody else?
For the big prize, right?
Yeah, we have
$1,000.
4 people vying for the $1,000 deal. And so some of them may have more than others. Some of them may have, everyone's gonna have at least 5 names, their names 5 times. Some of them will have 6, 7.
Correct.
So is there anyone else that has an interest in getting in this with a few referrals before we move forward. If not, we'll pull up the secondary raffle.
Sorry, I just want to interrupt. This is the television that that was on the raffle.
Oh yeah,
how'd you
yeah.
have it?
There's the
Yeah.
TV that you're gonna win. That someone that Taj just won.
Yes, thank
Still
you.
in a box. So your house will be really well furnished by the time it finishes being built.
Yes, thank
So
you.
Taj knows, and he verified today, some of his referrals are from out of area. Him and Taj and Brandy are from Chicago. So we have a lot of out of state clients. And so we're serious when we say the referrals don't have to come local. So at this point, we'll pull up the new wheel with the 4 people for Ashley, Jimmy, and Chantel, Taj, and Brandy. So there should be, Ashley has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brandy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chantel and Jimmy have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I'll be
And
talking.
Taj has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gosh,
So
look at you,
It's a-
superstar.
it's a random wheel there. So everybody together, let's give them a really big drum roll. Let's go. Hit it.
$1,000.
$1,000.
Oh,
Ashley.
Congratulations. How many did she have on the?
5.
She got 5.
5.
Good. Write that name down.
Congratulations, Ashley.
Thank you. Thank you.
You won't get that price till next year, I think.
Quality referral. We were talking earlier in the week, and I didn't even know this is how you know you have great clients. When your clients become more than clients, when they become raving fans. I talked to her earlier in the week, and she says, "Oh yeah, I got a referral." I'm like, I don't know the name. She said, I already sent it to Natasha, your lender. She's working on it. She'll be ready in March. So that's what we're after right there. I mean, like I said, we'll take them wherever they are, and we work with everybody. We're very confidential. We're very private, those type of things. But that is just phenomenal. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we got 2 more bingos, right? 1 more bingo. Let's do it really quickly. Let's get the bingos done. You still got 1 chance for a $25 bingo card. And we'll scroll through those names really fast. And then for all intents and purposes, the program will end, but we'll go to some Q&A. We'd really like to open it up for Q&A. And you're free to hang out as long as you like officially, but we won't have anything else to thank you. You're welcome, Gene and Helena. Thank you so much. Reset the cards for bingo 4, please. Reset your cards. Everyone start from scratch, reset the cards, and so what is it? Word number 2 is sold. What was number 1? Oh, number 1 is first time buyer. Word number 2 is sold. Word number 3 is real estate. Word number 4 is Houston. Number 5 is home. Number 6 is pool. Number 7, consider it done. That's my logo. That's my hashtag. Number 8, condo. Number 9, just listed. That's what we need, some new listings. Number 10 is a closing. We need closings too. Number 11, apartment. Number 12, lease. 13, buy. 14, renovate. Is it working? Is anybody getting any of them? 14, renovate. Paint. Move.
How many words you think before that bingo comes?
We got like 100 words. Curb appeal. Open house. For sale by owner. We call it FSBO. Don't ever try to do it yourself. Hire one of us. Hire one of us. Mortgage. Pay it off early. Townhome.
What's for HOA fees?
Refinance. Jennifer says out there in the hallway, says refinance.
Yeah.
Inspect. Mike Barnes says get a home inspection. Pearland. That's where we say let's move. The #1 place in Houston. Pearland. Interior design. I'm thinking it's not working. Is it? Okay. Flip. If you want to take some of that money out and flip some houses. Taxes, bad word. Clear to close. We love that. Our favorite 3 words in real estate. Clear to close. Build. Rosharon just sold a house in Rosharon to our lucky winners tonight. Commercial. Katie, another great place to live, great schools. Tenant. Appraise.
Wow.
Stilianos.
That's me.
Somebody should have said bingo on that one.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Who's that? You got a bingo?
The Joneses.
The Joneses and the Rodney and Cynthia. Okay, what's your card number? Or you can do it. Hold on one second. Never mind. You don't need
006.
006. Let's verify. Let's put it to the accounting firm. Let's verify it. There it is. Straight up and down. The
Nice.
Joneses. $25 gift card.
Nice.
Yay.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that officially includes the end of our program. We'll keep the recording going for like 2 more minutes, and then we'll turn the recording off in case somebody wants to ask something offline. But from the bottom of our hearts, on behalf of Jennifer, James, Natasha, Anthony, Mike, Charles,
Marcus.
Tanika, Marcus, and any of our sponsors that I may have forgotten, we truly want to thank you guys for taking of yourselves and coming here and joining us today. And we hope first and foremost that you had a good time. Like, it was entertaining. You learned something. There was something of value there. So, and if you won something, congratulations, big ups. You know, we give away quality stuff. So, you know, keep us in mind. As we shut down the program, this is not a part of the programming, but we really are, I don't want to say struggling. We're both very good at what we do, but this is such a crazy real estate market that we are, you know, we're all in need of homes to sell. This in mid-November, I had 8 homes for sale, and right now I have 0. And that's not a reflection of how hard I work. That's a reflection of the market that we find ourselves in. And that market was shrunk even further with the freezes. A lot of the existing inventory got busted pipes. A lot of the other existing inventory is now being used for short-term leases. So not that we're struggling, but we truly can benefit. So the latest thing that I'm doing and that we both have the ability to do, this may not have come in terms of a referral, but we all have friends that we go to church with, that we work with. Keep it in the back of your mind. If you know somebody that could benefit from a cash offer in 72 hours, Keller Williams has entered the iBuying space. So we have the opportunity to give you a cash offer, you or someone you know. Maybe you know someone that's in forbearance right now, and we think that's an excellent opportunity because someone may be in forbearance for the last 6, 8, 10 months. Depending on the particular program, you may be expected to pay, or they may be expected to pay 10 months of mortgage at one time, or they may be expected to divide that 10 months over by 12 and add 1/12 to your next month. And those things could potentially be unattainable for some folks. Well, all the while your home may be worth 8, 10% more than it was. So if you find yourself in a situation like that, you know, we'd like to work with you to maybe go ahead and get the home sold before you, and I'm saying you, because you're our audience, but maybe it's someone, you know, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's someone that has an investment property that hasn't collected rent since last March because of the CARES Act, and they can't be evicted. Maybe now's the perfect time to sell that to another investor. So be thinking outside of the box in terms of those lines. If you know someone that could use a cash offer,